What is up, everybody? Shadow here, and I'm just wanting to go over a quick idea that I have for Zinx. And I watched Andymus today on his live stream from the Epic HQ, and by the way, Andymus did a great job with that. Really excited for him to have that opportunity. That looked just awesome. But just watching the gameplay and kind of trying to get an idea for how she's gonna be best built was just fascinating because her mechanics with her passive ult were just really, really crazy. And I know Sylphan tried to go through the math and about had an aneurysm trying to do it because there's just so much math behind it. But basically, in short, simple math version, the way it looks is Zinx takes basically half the damage that people are dealing to her with the expense coming out of her mana pool. So in other words, you may be able to think about that as your health has the potential to be doubled if your mana pool is around the same that your health is, because half the damage is coming out of your health, half the damage is coming out of your health pool, essentially. I mean, out of your mana pool, essentially. So just the closest I could get to that in the deck builder right now, I believe, is phase being intellect and growth, like Zinx is going to be. Now, I believe their max health is probably around the same at level 15, around 1444, somewhere around there. I think Zinx's max mana is a little lower, though. If I'm not mistaken, it's actually below 1,000. I could be wrong, but or somewhere around 1,000. I see that was some of the figures that people were throwing out there. I'm not sure if that's right or not, but just for the sake of this video and not knowing yet, we're going to go with that. So basically, if your max health is going to be around 1,400 plus, you want to try to get your max mana around that same level. And I've come up with a build here that kind of does that and gives you some really good armor to help reduce that damage coming in even more, but gives you a good bit of damage too, because she seems to be a really damage-focused hero with her abilities, and put on some decent ability pin to make sure those go through. And I think this is going to be kind of a fun build. She's pretty much the first ranged frontliner that we have, and I don't believe you're going to need to stack health on her at all just because of her ultimate. I think the way to go is going to be to stack mana on her, because you are still going to be burning through your mana with your abilities, so you don't want to have less mana than health and then run out of mana first, because even though your mana regen is just ungodly the lower it gets, you don't want to be too much lower in your mana department, because then you're going to start taking straight damage, and that kind of cancels out her whole sustainability factor. So let's just look at this real quick. I'm thinking first thing I'm going to test is this build right here. And this is just final build. I have other cards for starter deck and all that, but just for the sake of this quick video, I wanted to just kind of look at what we might be working with here. And you see I've got a Magus Ward with just some minor strikes on it. I've got a Crystal Conduit with 2 major ability pins and major mana. Got a spiked bone plate here with all basic armor. I have a snakebine mesh with 6 points of ability armor and 3 points of damage, because you're going to want some damage in her. I've got a thick blood with all mana in that thing, and then of course the teleblink, which is going to be tremendous on her, I think. And just look at the levels of what we're going to be possibly getting, and you're seeing this build gives you an extra 540 mana. Now, I know, like I said, I believe her max mana pool is going to be a little bit lower, but what I'm thinking is this should at least get your mana pool a little bit higher than what her base health is going to be at level 15, or at least somewhere close. So, then essentially you're going to be able to take 2,800 damage, and that's true damage. That doesn't account for the fact that their basic attacks and their ability attacks all are going to be greatly reduced by the amount of armor you can run on her. So you're talking about people are going to have to deal well over 3,000 damage to be able to kill Zinx, as long as she is at full health and full mana. And really, with her passive on her ultimate for her mana regen, I don't see mana being a huge problem at all. I've seen some people talking about running Infinity Stream on her. I don't think that's even going to be needed, because I think if Infinity Stream gives you like a max of 3.6 mana regen, and her ultimate gives you way more than that the lower your mana gets, especially at full build. So this is what I'm going to try first deck. I will let you guys know how it goes, but you're talking about a ranged frontliner who is dealing some pretty good damage, has a stun that can stun multiple people at the same time, has really good dot damage, and on top of it, it's going to take over 3,000 damage to kill her, and just great cards and these affinities to go with. I know the affinity thing is going out the window here in less than a month, but until then, still, you've got some great cards. You can throw Thermal Bond on her to let her heal even more, and that's actually probably a really good idea, because you know you're going to be facing a lot of Zinxes, and that multi-person stun would be great to be running Thermal Bond if you're not already, because you're just going to heal all of that back pretty much, whatever damage is being dealt to you. I don't know. I think Zinx is going to be really, really fun. Really interesting character. Good job, Epic, again. They are on a roll right now with the characters that are coming out. And I think this one may end up being a little OP. I think they're going to have to dial that ult down a little bit. But we'll see how this goes. I will be releasing another video in the next couple days after I get a chance to test this out and let you guys know how it worked. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like, give me a subscribe, and there will be more coming soon. Thanks.